Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I'm Gabby. I'm a mum to 5 boys and I live with their dad, Nick. So today I'm tackling the one room of the house which I love the most. It's my favourite room. It's got a nice, happy, cosy vibe to it. Really love it, but it doesn't stay tidy for long. And as you can see in that tiny little intro there, that the paint has gone away with the fairies. So I'm in here tackling my smallest boy's bedroom. Now, I do get a lot of comments of people asking why the boys don't clear up themselves and that they should clear up more often. Believe me, they do clean up. It's just some of my children, I'm not going to say who, I'm not going to say what they've got, but some of them have health issues and it's been going on for years. Like, there is a part of my life that nobody knows about, and it's the hardest, most heartbreaking, most stressful, most time-consuming part of my life, and it's partly means I'm kind of bound to this house because of it. So I don't talk about that, but they do all they can. It's just this kind of situation is too much for them. I'm not saying who they are. I'm not saying what the problems are, because there are various different ones, and that's their personal information. So I'm not going to share that. You know, that's entirely for them. They're my children, and yeah, respect their privacy. So I'm not talking about what they are, but yeah, please note that they do their best, and I'm just coming in here to give it a good clean up because it really, really needs it. And this paint, like, bless their hearts, I got them some paint and I was like, go on, have fun, paint egg boxes and whatnot. And I said, try not to get it on the chest. Well, yeah, this is the end result. You know, they painted a whole sheet of paper and then they laid it down and it seeped, and then they painted another one and put it on top and it seeped a little bit more, but it doesn't matter. You know, they've had fun. It did get on the carpet, which was my most upsetting part of it. I'm not too stressed about this because eventually I want to put fake grass on here. I'm thinking like some, you know, I don't know, but the room's going to be jungle. It's a jungle room. It's what they really want, and it's going to look lovely when we've completely finished. And I'm on it this week, so I'm prepping with this big clean also. So the chest, it came up okay. It did take some of the paint off that I originally painted it with, but it's not too much, you know. It gave it a little effect, but it's all good. Really, really nice to clean this was. I was surprised. I thought it was going to just keep spreading and spreading and spreading, but after the second spray there, it was coming off a dream. So I was really happy about that. But I'm thinking fake grass on here. Yeah, I think that'd be quite cool. And then maybe add stuff into the grass. I don't know. But it's a handy little box, this, let me tell you. I got this from a charity shop for £5 last year. Yeah, I got 2 of them. I got a smaller one and this one for £5 each. It was amazing. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing really good. The weather is beautiful today. Like, it is amazing. Like, my nose knows that the weather is good before I even get up, because I woke up with the stuffiest, tickliest, runniest nose, and I haven't stopped sneezing. So hay fever is kicking in today. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Now, I can take an antihistamine and I'm like, yep, you only take 1 a day, so this is going to knock it on the head. It doesn't. It really doesn't. I sometimes resort to putting Vaseline around my nostrils and things like that, which tickles and irritates me all day, but it's a way of stopping the pollen from getting in there. It's annoying, but I don't know. I don't know the way of tackling it because I've tried everything. My doctor has prescribed me with all kinds of things and it doesn't always work. So yeah, it's joyful. I get the sneezing, the runny nose, the tickly nose, itchy at the back of the throat, itchy eyes, and my skin on my face can start to itch and it comes up all like pimply. Yeah, it's horrible. I hate it. Does anybody else suffer with hay fever? If you do you have any tips? You know, anything that would help the situation? Because it's driving me insane and we're only on day 1. But so far, this room's coming out really, really well, and I've only just started. I'm super impressed. I love this room. It's just got such a nice, warm, happy little feel to it, and I just love being in it. The carpet I'm really upset about because it's not that old, and cramp in my foot. Does anybody get that? Littlest thing, really bad cramp. And then I'm too scared to put my foot down in case it goes again. I hate cramp. There is something about getting cramp in your feet that absolutely terrifies the life out of me. I don't know why, but I feel like in that moment, that's it. My foot's like that for the rest of my life. But giving it a hoover around the back there, because I noticed there was a lot of wrappers around the TV, and I thought there's bound to be stuff down there, and there was, so I just quickly hoovered that up. But I'm really upset about this carpet. It's got paint spills on it, so you can see them all here. You can see dotted about on the carpet. Also, when they've had like Chewits or something and they've dropped the Chewit wrapper on the floor, it's gone sticky, and then everything sticks to that sticky mark and it makes it go dark. It's just, yeah, a nightmare. So what I'm doing is I'm using my little concoction that I've created in that bottle of Tesco laundry capsule liquid and my Lenore fabric conditioner, and then going over it with a hard brush. Then I'm steaming it, then I'm going over it with a brush again. I do use various other sprays on this in the end because it doesn't bring it up massively, but I do have a winning trick that just takes it right out. But unfortunately I was just too tired to just carry on. So I've got more of this carpet to do, but I'm thinking in small stages, like every day, just come in here and do a little bit more. I'll soon get it to a much better standard. So this spot here is paint, and it's just rubbed right in there, and I'm really like, at one point, I'm not even joking, I was panicky that it was just going to spread everywhere and make like this pastel-y colour in like a blob, but funny enough it didn't. But my Hoover is a 2-in-1, so it will suck out any water. You could literally suck water out of the sink if you wanted to, and it wouldn't do anything to the Hoover, which I flipping love. But it's just hoovering out any moisture that's in the carpet, because I hate that smell of carpet when it's wet still. It's horrible. But I thought, I'm going to get a bar of soap. Sod it. I'm going to get a bar of soap and I'm going to rub it on in there. Look. It works. It really, really works. So I started going around all the other bits, like really getting it in there. My hopes were extremely high. And yeah, I was really excited at this point. But the trouble is, when you've just spent ages doing other methods and they haven't fully worked, you're so tired. You're like, great, this is working. I'll have to do the rest of it later because I can't. But yeah, when you go over with the scrubbing brush, after getting the bar of soap in there, I'm just going to stock up on loads of soap and put it in my cleaning cupboard because it is such a good idea. Then the scrubbing brush goes over. This is the patch in front of the chest. And then we have the patch, the one that I showed you that was next to it, this like blob. And it's coming out. Like it's just... And it wasn't even like hard work. And then I go over with the Hoover, suck it all up. Look at that. Amazing. I mean, it's never going to be perfect. It's a child's bedroom, and I don't want it to be perfect. I don't want them to walk in and be like, I can't touch anything. You know, it's got their personality. It's got everything in there. It's theirs. It's their space that they can just relax and, you know, be children. And I like that. But obviously, I don't want them to have black marks all over their nice carpet. It'll be nice that they could, not spill the paint on it. There's a red spot there, which was more harder to get out than the rest of it. That ended up spreading like a pinky sort of stain. I got a lot of it out, but I carried on doing a few more, which I didn't film, just that little section, and I sped it up. But I did 8 patches in total, and I'm now starting to put everything back in. The nice thing about having the steamer on your carpet is you don't get a lot of water into the carpet, so therefore you don't get that horrible smell. And then also hoovering it out afterwards is brilliant, because then even just walking on it was barely anything. But it got on this stool. This was harder than the carpet. I spent quite a long time sat here trying to get this blue out, and I felt like I was just making it worse. I've tried various different sprays, ended up trying the pink stuff, disinfectant spray, and yeah, in my head I was like, that bicarb by Flash would probably work a treat on this, but I was so tired I couldn't even bother to go downstairs and get it. But I'm just like, look, what am I going to do? Put it back under, because it's not happening. It's not working right now. I'm sure at some point I will find something that will help that. But the desk area gets quite disorganised quite often, because this is like a spot that Jensen loves to sit at and do all these sort of things, but he changes his mind quite frequently. And yeah, one minute it's like a school station, and then the next minute it's a Lego station, but it never seems to be like it's hard to describe, but it just accumulates. So I found a little bit of paint on these corners as well. And even though it comes up, like it doesn't come up fully, it's almost like stained that corner here. So you can get a bit out and then it just goes pastely. And I tried numerous times to get that little pastely spot out and it wouldn't come out. So yeah, that's that. I mean, I don't mind them having marks and stuff on their furniture. I'm not one that would go in and be like, oh my God, you've marked it, this, that and the other. I mean, to be fair, I got this for free. It was outside someone's house. And I was like, yep, we'll bring that bad boy back. But yeah, the only thing that that does get me is the carpet. But other than that, I'm happy for them to stick their stickers on and things like that. Their own little personal space. Because you're only a kid once, aren't you? And do you remember doing that when you was younger? You know, you'd go into your room, shut the door, and it was like, do you remember that feeling of just going into your bedroom when you were a child and like, it was your space? And yeah, you know, you had stickers dotted about and you had pictures on the wall and everything in that room was you and your personality. And I just know that my boys are feeling that same feeling that I remember feeling when I was younger. Although mine was Barbies. I had Barbie everywhere. My life was Barbie. Like, oh, I miss my dolls so much from the 90s. They were like the best. They've ruined Barbie. It's not the same. They're just not the same. Like the quality of the doll and everything. I love them. Sometimes I'm like, I'm going to collect them again. Yep. I'm going to have a nice little collection of all these dolls. Like, because, you know, I may be 38, but I still love, I don't play with them, but it's nice to have that little collection and just smell their hair. Have you smelt a Barbie doll's hair when you get her out the box? Goodness gracious me. So I've made his bed. I haven't made the bed above because the bed sheets for that one are still in the wash and Elliot is very particular. There is only 2 bed sets that he likes and it's one or the other. And if I don't have either of those available, all I get is, can I have that one now? Can I have that one now? And then he gets really sort of like a bit funny about going to bed, you know, because it's not the right sheet. So yeah, but these, oh my goodness me, I've been desperate to tell you this. So we picked these up in, where were we? Wicks. I said to Jensen, help yourself, have a field day, go and collect some. I didn't realise he took so much, but we have been collecting on and off. This is the before. This is the after. But those are really good for like arts and crafts for your kids from the paint section. Go and get the sample cardboard bits. They're brilliant. Paper bits. And the desk before. Oh, I'm so proud of that. So chuffed I am. So chuffed. Honestly, they came out of school and they were like that. Ooh, they were well happy. I was like, go on then. Knock yourselves out. Go play in your own little comfortable space, which is no longer chaos. And that's what they need, don't they? They need to come home and have a nice little clean, fresh, warm, comforting space that they can play in. Yeah, it helps their imagination as well. Helps them play. But this wall here, I haven't finished. I'm doing this in the next one. And I will see you then. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one.